Hi, I'm Tammy from Fra's Family Foods, and I'm here with Evanna. You're a busy person. You've done a lot of acting work, and I think it's quite high intensity kind of work. What do you do to sort of keep your sanity and to maintain, holistic or conscious living and amongst all the busyness?
Well, I'm a very, very introverted person, so I need my alone time. I get very stressed, and I'm a completely different person. If I've been around people all day, every day, I get very grumpy and short-tempered. So I know now that I need to prioritize just being alone and not even going on my phone. I used to try really hard to keep in touch with everyone, and I found like that is fake. It's not that it's fake, but it's not the same as having a conversation with a person. It doesn't give you that I don't know, that feeling of friendship and connection. So I believe in connecting with people and less with machines. Like, even you can go to the grocery store and use those machines, and I'm like trying to not do that, because it's again just connecting with people. And I think that's why, going back to our topic, to veganism, like why so many people can be okay with animal exploitations, because they don't put themselves in the animal shoes, they don't think about it. And I guess for me, the way of being conscious is of talking to people and looking into their eyes and hearing what it's like from their point of view. Even like in my activism, I found that really helpful. Like, I've worked with Compassionate World Farming, and they have this very I find it's a very realistic way of dealing with the problem. Like, they talk to the farmers and it humanizes the people, whereas early on in my vegan journey, I thought of like those people who kill animals and the farmers as evil and they're the enemy, and it's like so much of the time they're victims of this industry too. And so I think just connection, that's the main thing.
Okay, if we're talking about veganism, what is your vegan, say, comfort food, or your favorite meal that you like to have after a busy day? What would that be?
Well, chocolate is my vice, and ice cream. So, do you know that Booja Booja ice cream? Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's so delicious.
Wait until you taste the Fra's ice cream.
Do Fra's have ice cream?
Fra's do have ice cream, and we'll probably be launching it here in the very near future.
Oh, it's not in the UK yet.
Not right now, but it will be very soon.
But that one. And then also, I'm a cereal junkie, so like I will just go home and eat Weetabix and cornflakes.
I'm exactly the same. And Special K.
Oh yeah, Special K. Really?
I'll just munch on Special K handfuls of it.
That's like a treat for me to be like, because when you get in and you don't even want to spend 10 minutes making food. You're like, I just want food right here. I just have my Weetabix and sit in front of the TV. It's my comfort food. It's not terrible.
No, it's not too bad. What are the things that make you most happy?
Gosh, let me see. I would say I'm genuinely really happy in public parks, because I love grass, and because I like living in the city, but I still love to have grass. So probably my ideal Sunday is in the park with a friend who's happy to be quiet and just read books alongside me, which is what I do. And then I love also Vegfest, because that feeling of like being surrounded by loads of vegans and being like, oh, I don't have to explain myself to anyone here, and all these people are fighting for the same thing. I love going to Vegfest, getting a little pot of ice cream and just sitting and looking at people. That's people like so fun for me, and then also like with my boyfriend, just wherever I like going outdoors in nature, or we go to vegan restaurants, because he's not vegan, but he supports it. And I started this thing where he's very attractive, and I take pictures of him eating vegan food, and I started a hashtag Hot Boys Eating Vegan Food, and I'm like, this is one form of activism for me.
What's next for you? What are your I've heard a little bit about your new podcast. What are your dreams for the future?
That is what I'm focused on at the moment, my podcast. And because I found that because of my position, I get access to a lot of amazing vegans like yourself, and oftentimes they're interviewing me and I'm like, I want to ask questions, and I'm so curious, partly because I want to know, and also because I want to be a better vegan and a better activist myself. So I realized because I have such good access, and because I have this curiosity and I have a lot of friends who are interested, I was like, I just want to have these conversations and make people see that it's it's a really friendly and exciting and just a beautiful movement and a beautiful community. Like when I first went vegan, I was very reluctant to talk about it because I was afraid of that, like, coming out. I was like, people are gonna, because it's controversial, and I don't know, I'm even cagey about talking about my politics, and that seemed like quite a statement. But rather, like, yeah, there were a few trolls, but more than that, there was people being so excited and being welcoming, and people I was like, oh, these are people like I want to be friends with, you know, like that whole thing, your vibe attracts your tribe. Like the more you are, the more people you'll find quicker. So that's why I believe in speaking out about it and asking people. And I know there's so many different approaches to going vegan and being vegan and how you do your activism, and I want to just hear all of it, really. Yeah.
Well, I mean, incredibly inspiring to hear your story, and I really hope that this interview reaches out to so many people and gets them to see that our tribe has a good vibe. And thank you so much for your time.